Hello, I'm the second negative going against claim that the Prism program should be reformed under the Freedom Act. And the first claim I'll go against is that it does not, that it does violate the Fourth Amendment. The fourth, in the Constitution, it reads that the right of the people to be secure, that the right of privacy is the right of people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against reasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall be issued but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched. And this wording in the Constitution, the type of information that Prism gets would be included in this article, but there is probable cause when people when Prism goes about getting information from whatever entity they're getting it from. And it says that no warrant shall be violated, and no warrant shall be issued but upon probable cause, and a warrant should be issued if the probable cause is there, which it is when Prism goes into these files. James Clapper, the director of national intelligence, said that the government does not unilaterally obtain information from servers of telephone and internet providers, saying that information is turned over only under court order when there is a documented foreign intelligence purpose for acquisition of the data. So here you can see that Prism only doesn't just go out of its way to access information that it is not legally supposed to access. It gets court orders and legally goes about getting this type of information. There was actually all right. Okay, here we go. Google, Microsoft, Facebook, and similar companies, those firms have denied they give a backdoor to systems, but they acknowledge handing over material when ordered to do so by the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court, which is also known as FISA. It appears the companies use some kind of electronic drop box in which they place the material so that government can then harvest the information. And they also say that, and a statement released by Microsoft says that we only ever comply with orders for requests about specific accounts or identifiers if the government has accounts or identifiers. And they said if the government has a broader voluntary or national security program to gather customer data, that they do not participate in it, and most of the other companies have said the same, including Google, Microsoft, and Facebook, about the information that they would ever release to the government. The second claim I'm going against is that Prism is harmless as it is. Prism harms the people, and the ACLU, well, in terms of harming the people, they mean that people will be subject to injustices and other types of encroachment on civil liberties. But the ACLU, which is the American Civil Liberties Union, says that likely people, prosecutor, the people that are suing will likely have to demonstrate legitimate First Amendment harms or Fourth Amendment harms, which have not yet been presented to the courts yet, and that's why, another reason why this is still going on, and that's why also that we need these kinds of programs, because they are not encroaching on civil liberties. They are going about it professionally and only getting things mostly from foreign people or entities that may be involved in terrorist acts or things like that. And the last one I'll be going against is that the Freedom Act should play a role in this and should help revise the Prism program. The Edward Snowden case, in which he took charge from the American NSA and Prism program, and basically showed that they how they use the information, and basically they said that in some of the cases that they say that they directly they have direct access into technical companies such as Google, and they get information from them, but in actuality, that direct access does not mean that they're getting information straight from the people without going toward the actual companies to get information from them. They're requesting them with actual court orders, and then the companies are able to go against the Prism, and if they do not want to comply, they can go against it and say that they don't, and they aren't being strong-armed into giving up information about their citizens. Thank you.